Hey guys, it's Sunrush. I have a hilarious game for you. This is literally the fastest 11,000 damage replay I have ever seen. It's from Dark Ninja. He's in my clan Chai. I don't know if he's currently left after Chai collapsed, but it doesn't really matter. I'm in the clan Chai at the point of this replay. He's too. And so we know he's on the NA server because that's Chai's an NA clan. Now, he's on the map of Karelia. If you look at Karelia, he's obviously in an FE 4005. This is an assault game mode. So what he's going to do is he's going to take a very common tank destroyer position. I probably shouldn't fast forward this because I want to show you how the team deploys. If you take a look at what he's doing is he's going to go up to this rock here, and even though he's in a shit barn, I think this is a really good position for all tank destroyers. So he's going over to here, and what you'll notice is as his team deploys, he's putting himself in the center of the map. That's going to let him very easily deal with whether or not the south or the north falls. This is assault, obviously, so he has to worry about both. And by putting himself basically on this rock, what he's doing is he's driven here, and he's focusing on not getting safe. He's going to try to get an early shot, and M60 gets spotted, and he's almost ready for that. He takes the shot, doesn't go in. But the bottom line is he comes to this rock, and most people focus on getting safe right at the beginning of the game. You can see he didn't do that. His tank's too slow. He wanted to get a shot on someone who got lit, and he got that shot, and it didn't cost him anything. So, something to keep in mind. If you take a position that gives you early shots, you don't need to focus on getting safed often because you'll beat enemy tanks to that position. Now, this M60 is pushed up to this ramp. So if you look at the map, D4, if you've ever watched Quickie Baby's guide to this map, it might have been Quickie Baby, it could have been someone else. A couple years ago, Quickie Baby suggested that you go to D4 on this map. It's a really good position, and it's still good even like 5 years later. You can see the M60's there. He actually spotted Dark Ninja. Dark Ninja pushed up to put shots into the TVP, and then a grill gets lit. This is the first victim of Dark Ninja's. He hits him for 1,700 damage, which is over half his mission, which must be about 3k damage for TD number 6 right here. So Dark Ninja basically kills the grill. He almost one-shots him. Now he's reloading. The thing has a ridiculous reload. If you're wondering whether or not he's shooting primarily gold, this is 230 pen and this is 92, so he's shooting mostly gold in this case. But, against a grill, it's going to pen anyways. Now, he's fallen back to this rock, and what you can see on the map is Dark Ninja is looking at the location of this FE4005, and that's what he was zooming in on. He might have been considering blind firing that. I would have said that would have been a perfect shot. You can see he's now looking towards the UDES. He's going to try to make this shot hit, and the UDES is moving, so he's never actually going to hit this by using his map and the line on his map. Very common strategy. Would totally advise that you copy what he just did right here, looking for shots on enemies. Now, 268's in the open. He takes the shot. That's one of his only non-pens in this game. It hits the 268 for 600. He's now reloading. And if you take a look at his map during his reload, their whole team is on the north pushing in, and this is why this position is so good, because as the enemy team pushes down the A line, Dark Ninja is going to have a ton of shots because he's in this position right here. If the situation had changed, he'd also have shots on the other side of the map if he had to. Now, he comes back looking for shots on the M60 in the position that's suggested by Quickie Baby. The M60 gives Dark Ninja the side of his turret, and he will absolutely pen that every single time. Hits the M60 for a whopping 1,800 damage. And that's the beauty of this position. The M60's in a really good spot. He just obviously wasn't cautious enough. Lost all his HP to Dark Ninja right here. Now, Dark Ninja's forced to fall back. You can see the enemy's pushing in. Dark has no issue with this because there's no one behind him. You can see he's going to try to shoot at the Panzer Kampfwagen 7. The Panzer Kampfwagen 7 actually gets safe, and he's going to be able to shoot the guy on the side right here. Now, he goes for the side of the turret where there's less spaced armor, and with that, he pens the Panzer Kampfwagen 7 for 2,000. He's already up to 6k damage, and he's like 3 minutes into this game. So, with the south being lost, his position is perfectly fine. He doesn't need to move at all. The Panzer 7's going to die. The Skoda's a 2-shot, and, Dark Ninja, while he's in this position right here, will be able to probably poke on the Skoda. We'll see. He doesn't get the shot. And if he doesn't get the shot on the Skoda, there's obviously that FV right there, and I'm pretty sure this shot goes in too. So, Karma, he gets the FV. He penned him and lit him on fire for the kill, and since it was only 1 tick of fire damage, the guy's auto extinguisher would have never caught that in time. Absolutely phenomenal. With that shot, he's up to 8k. There's the Panzer 7 to his left, and so he can it's never worth poking on this guy in this instance, in my opinion. Like, it's not worth it for 100 damage. I just saw that the Panzer 7 fired. Dark Ninja's rolling out. What he's doing is he's pressing R once to reduce his gun bloom as he drives. He shoots the UDES, and this is where he starts to move. So his tank is terribly slow, but what you can see is happening is his team's won the game. They've pushed through the south, right? So from his perspective, trying to get as much damage as possible, the enemy team players with the most HP is basically the Super Conqueror. If Dark Ninja wants to shoot someone, that's who he should focus. And he should also go for a 54E1 who's unspotted. You know, and anyone else who's unspotted, they're going to be full HP. That's who he wants to prioritize. So he's moving himself into a position to shoot at the Super Conqueror. This is the right play. We don't know where the 54E1 is, and here's the Super Conqueror. So he's going to aim this as much as possible. I think it was very smart not to take that shot. I would have shot, but he obviously didn't, and it was the right thing. Takes a hit to put a shot into the Super Conqueror. Super Conqueror's showing his side. He goes for the lower plate, and he manages to pen the Super Conqueror's lower plate with his, like, 180 pen, which is... oh, it's 230. So it would have had to high roll for Pen to pen his lower plate right there, and luckily it does. Now, there's the 54E1 in front of us. Like I said, he is full HP, or was. He's on 1747. Dark Ninja's poking around this corner. He can actually afford to take the hit from the 268 right here if he wants to get more damage, and I'm not sure. I would probably not do it at this point because it's, you know, you don't need it, but we'll see what he does. He might just take the hit, and you can see the 268 actually hits him with HE. So because he's a one-shot, the 54E1 is going to want to try to get the kill. Dark Ninja's fully aiming this, expecting the T54E1 to poke. The T54E1 luckily misses his shot. Dark Ninja's able to put one more into him. And what he's doing is he's driven into this Panzer 7 to stay safe from the 54E1. And yeah, the 54E1 dies. And that's the freaking game. What a replay. I often don't show fun games like this, but it was a blast to watch, and I really enjoy tanks like the Shitbarn. This is literally the fastest 11,000 damage game I have ever seen. So let's go take a look at the end plates, and then we'll call the video. 11,363 divided by 331. Okay, so, all right, in this game, Dark Ninja did 34 damage a second, or if you multiply this by 60, you get 2,059 damage per minute of game time, which is incredible. No one ever, like, a good game for you is probably like 3k damage in your 62A, which is going to work out to about 300-ish, well, probably 600 damage a minute, you know, for most players, which is 2 shots a minute. This guy penned a shot every minute in this tank. It's fucking incredible. So, I really enjoyed this replay. I thought, despite the fact that it's in a shit barn and he got lucky with his pens, if you'd played in this position in this game, like with what happened, you would have done well in any tank you played. You wouldn't have done 11,000 damage well, but I thought the position was perfect, and I'm definitely going to be using this position when I play in Karelia and I have to like use base defense. It worked out really well. Now, he did, if we look at the end plates here, he did 1252 spotting damage. So this is literally 12,500 damage combined. He got a mastery badge. How could he not have, shooting at tier 10s like he was? Did a high caliber. And then if you look at the team score, so the only other player to do their hit points in this game, there isn't Artie, is there? There's no Artie. The Grill, he's the only guy to have done his HP. He did 3,162 damage. Oh, and the Leopard 1. And then everyone below the Leopard 1, 12 players didn't do their HP. Not because they sucked, but because Dark Ninja was so good. So, I can't believe it. The best players on the enemy team were basically the Super Conqueror, who died at the end to Dark Ninja. That's why he did so well. Same with the 268, who didn't get penned by Dark Ninja. And the Yudas, I actually don't know where the Yudas plays, but, you know, everyone else didn't really do their HP on the enemy team either. That's because Dark Ninja one-shot all of them. If you look at his shots fired, 9 shots fired, 7 of them hit, 6 of them penned. So he missed one on the M60, I believe. He bounced the 268. I don't know what happened with the other couple shots right there. He did 8,000 damage from a distance of more than 300 meters. So I really enjoyed this game. He barely drove at all, but the position worked out well. If you want to see more of my videos, yeah, the videos, that's the word. If you want to see more of my videos, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And if you're interested in getting private World of Tanks lessons with me, email me at lemmingrushmentoring@gmail.com. From there, I'll just send you basically an FAQ, a description of my mentoring services and what you get and like the price and so on. And if the terms work, we'll figure out a time and you'll have your session. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye for now.